It's AO, it's 97.1 The Eagle, and we're at Freakers Ball 2018 finally, and we're here with my friends in Underoath.
Yo, yo,
Hello.
yo.
Hello.
Is here, and Spencer is here.
Hello.
Spencer,
How are you?
Okay.
Yes. We were just talking about this before.
Your foot.
Yeah, I broke my foot at Riot Fest, which was September 16th.
Not too long ago.
I got the okay from the doctor 2 days ago that I'm allowed to run on stage. So
No, you can't.
I can jog. I can
You can jog.
He said, "Don't jump
You
off."
can't.
things."
Also, you can't jump off.
and I
anything.
said, "Like, how tall things are we talking here?
Spencer not jump on stage?
It's not gonna happen."
He broke it. Listen to this though. He broke it and then didn't know for 3 weeks.
I broke its second song. Well, I knew something was wrong. I broke its second song on Riot Fest. I couldn't. Normally, like when something happens on stage, it's like really painful, but the adrenaline takes over and it kind of goes away. Then when you get off stage, it hurts. This lasted it was like I knew something was wrong.
Was it a leap that snapped the bone?
I jumped off of our keyboard's riser and I landed on. I also have a keyboard. It was either the keyboard foot of my keyboard or the bass player's pedal board, the corner of it,
So
and
you
it went.
Yeah, you landed on either.
Yeah, and I broke this bone right here.
There's so many little bones down
Yeah.
there.
But I'm good now. He gave me the okay to get back to normal. He just said, don't jump off like anything that's like 5 or 6 feet high.
Did he miss any shows at all?
No.
No.
We were only doing flyouts.
We've been
luckily.
only doing like flyout festival. Our tour starts in about a week.
We're so glad you're okay, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is the first show where I'm allowed to be somewhat normal, I guess. But we did a flyout. We only had one other flyout. It was Aftershock. And I was not allowed to jump or run. That was doctor's orders the last show. So now I'm like 5-6 weeks healed, so I'm pretty good.
So you hobbled.
I
to a
hobbled
lot
at the
of
last
shows.
show. Yeah.
You didn't do the Dave Grohl thing where they made you a big overblown.
No, but
I
that
tried to get you to sit down, and you're a baby about it.
I'm not going to sit down. It's not going to happen.
Spencer sitting down.
It's not going to
Now
happen.
I do sit.
You don't get a chance to get in on this.
No.
Even though that you're a vocalist too, there's
Yeah.
not much opportunity for Aaron to get up from where he sits and get out there.
I have no desire to get up and go out.
You're
there.
comfortable.
Extremely.
He has
you know-
he gets a little fan back there. It's pretty unfair.
But he is also. I'm
A fan,
I'm
like
in,
is
like
he
a little-
male or female? Oh, a fan.
I'm in total control. The show is mine, so I have issues with that.
See, this is the problem.
Control
This is where we
issues.
have issues.
I have control issues.
See, we broke up before.
Usually when you're a drummer, though, typically
you
when you're a
guys
drummer,
do.
you run like the click track and you run. So I like that aspect.
Even Tommy Lee got up and walked out front and did the whole "dudes, what's up?"
Oh, we actually
That's-
the
that's
tour.
not very
The
cool.
tour we're about to do. I start up front.
You
actually.
do.
I do.
Okay.
Playing drums, but they're up front and I'm actually standing.
So
Which
all
is
sorts
actually
of changes, man.
It's actually the first time in Underoath history I've ever stood on stage, and we're closing.
There's more surprises.
There's more
happening.
standing by me.
There's a lot of new elements about this band, and I mean not just person-wise or like your frame of mind, but just the sound of it. It's almost like you guys were all married, and then you got completely divorced and had your own lives, and then suddenly later in your lives you came back together, and it was almost like you were dating again for the
It's
first time.
almost like we broke up, went separate ways, and came back together, which is what happened.
Yeah, but I mean it's almost like you're starting over from scratch, but you
Yeah.
all know each other really well.
I mean, I think it's like
different.
we were so young when we started, and like I don't think we knew what we wanted and like how to communicate as a band, you know. And it's like there's a lot of like inner turmoil shit and like a lot of pressure, and like when you start growing up and then you don't know how to interact and you don't know how to talk and you don't know what you want, you don't, you know. And I think we just started so young that we had so many growing pains like in the public, I guess.
And from a fan angle, receiving the news from the media and what was going on with Underoath, I don't know how accurate it is, but I know Dallas was like a factor for a while there in the early days.
That was a very early day.
That was before touring even
That was
really
before
happened.
really even touring. That was when it was sort of a local band.
Do you guys get a chance to spend a lot of time at home in Tampa, or is you're the globe?
I live out west now.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of the country. Spencer spent a few years in New York. I think for us with the change of Underoath has been, we were so young when we had success and sort of kind of staunched each other's creativity with that success, being like, this is who we are, this is what we have to do.
It's a lot of noise in the
Right.
center, isn't
And then
it?
when we broke up and came back together and saw bigger success, we didn't have any real frame of reference for what Underoath should sound like in our 30s. It was kind of just like, let's
make
just do whatever the
music.
fuck we want. We're on the radio. I'm sorry.
No, we can.
This is okay.
Web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was sort of like we can do whatever we want and be honest about it. And so that's kind of why you have this record and the way that it sounds.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Erase Me. I hear starting over with a lot more transparency and honesty, and not really worrying about expectations that are coming at
Yeah,
you.
well, I
as
think
artists.
we had made a record since 2010. And
Yeah, long
and
gap.
that's a long gap, and because we toured and then we broke up and then we took years off and then we got back together. So I think, everyone changes, and you learn a lot, and I think we applied that to getting back together, and we kind of all looked at each other and said, we weren't ever supposed to play together again. So now that we are, what if this is the only record we ever make? Which it's not, but we didn't know at the time. Like when we started writing, like we may never make another record again. We might not get through this. So let's make music that really makes us happy, because we hadn't done that in a long time, which is a big reason why I think we broke up, is because a band, like Aaron was saying, like we stifled ourselves into a position to where none of us were happy with what we were playing or writing. And then when you're gone 9 months of the year doing something that you're not really completely satisfied with, it's not going to last very long through the hard times when you're not getting along. Or I was a drug addict and he was a hypochondriac, and everyone was going through different things. It's like it's hard to want to keep doing it when you're not even happy with the music that you're making. So I think when we did come back together, it was like Underoath is going to be a heavy band. We're not going to go off and make some country record or a pop record, but let's what is heavy to us now that will make us happy. And we sat there.
I don't know if the public would think we were heavy. Maybe. I
think anything with loud guitars and loud drums is heavy to me.
I thought you said happy.
Oh, heavy.
Are
I
you
think you
guys
said heavy.
Oh, we are happy now. And
Very happy.
We made music that we enjoy, that we want to listen to. And I think that's kind of like recapturing what you
really
do.
for the first time, though, too.
Well, since our first
Yeah,
record.
see what I mean about the kind of starting over from scratch, but you know each other really well?
Yeah, well, it's like
great.
When you make your first record, you're like kids and you're making something that you want to hear because it hasn't happened yet. But then you become a band that everyone knows what it sounds like and they expect something. So this record wasn't expected. People didn't even know it was coming out. We just announced it. Yeah, and we just kind of like
relationship poison, you guys.
Here's the thing, too, that I think is the most interesting in summation of this conversation. We're really approachable people. Like
Accessible.
hyper approachable people.
Uh-huh.
Most rock bands aren't.
This is true.
And for a long time, I think we tried to make our music unapproachable. Like
we did.
Unknowingly. We just were like, we're going to make this super artistic and brooding, and we're going to be really unapproachable because we want to be unapproachable. But the reality is Spencer and I, who pen the lyrics and the themes, are like high school girls. That's how we are with other people.
Right.
So in us truly distilling down the true form of Underoath, you're going to get that approachability. It's going to be angry and heavy, yes, but you're going to be able to approach it. And we had purposely tried to staunch that, which in music, if you try to apply a bandage to something that doesn't need a bandage, it's just going to fester. Do you know what I mean? Like, so for us, I think that's been the
Do you think fatherhood influenced what kind of a creative artist you are as a songwriter? Do you think that
Spencer doesn't have a
experience in your
kid, but I do. And for me,
That was my next question.
Yeah. Spencer is childless. He is he's my other child.
Not yet,
Well,
anyway.
he's kind of my child too. We're kind of like I'm
Dad
weak, you are
material.
strong.
Tell me he's not.
Of
Where-
course.
that guy.
Where you are weak, I am strong.
Well, no, when you have
strong.
a child, as you know as a father,
Oh, yeah.
we were talking about your son before this.
Hi, Corey. I told him.
You just want to do the best shit you can for your kid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So in making this record, like I had done a lot of other musical things after Underoath, but Underoath is my kind of my definition. It's how I started. It's like it belongs to us. It's ours. Like it's a big part
kind of
our,
a huge our identity at a certain point, which is a scary thing to admit, but I think it's kind of who you are.
We've been in the band half of our lives.
Yeah.
So when you think about that and you put that in perspective, thank you. It's like it's a very terrifying thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, so for us, I think with being fathers, and there's 10 kids in the band now.
Wow.
I think we just want to make good shit.
I think at the bottom, at the end of the day, is like when this got taken away, and I mean that it got taken away because I was kind of the last man standing. Some of the other guys were like, "Fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to ever play. I don't want to see you again." This, that, and the other.
Sure.
And like,
As happens in relationships.
yeah. And when it came back, it was like, you know what? Like, I just want to be stoked on everything. I want everyone to be happy, and like, let's just stop doing what we were doing that made us so
Connection.
miserable. Yeah, and I think that was the whole goal. Is we sat there and we had time and we had a record label that supported us and like the means, like we've never had that before.
No one knew making a record either.
And we got to spend the time to sit down and like, are we happy with this? Do we like this? Is this what we want to hear? Like I want to, when it comes
you
to...
did it for yourselves.
Yeah, we when it comes to heavy music, I listen to all sorts of music just like Aaron does. When it comes to heavy music, you want, like, if you're a heavy band or a rock band, whatever, like, I want to put it in and be like, that's the best heavy record there is. Otherwise, what's the point of making it? If I don't believe it, if I don't think that, then why am I going to put it out? So that's what we did. We wanted to make a record. We think that's the best heavy record that there is out right now, and we're going to put that out. If it's
You guys-
not, let's rewrite it. You know,
blew layers of skin off of our faces 10 years ago. But honestly, this Underoath, I think, is overall, it's the very best Underoath there is. It really is.
We think so too.
we agree. Thank you.
Thank you.
We used up all of our time. That's great. We did this last time we talked too. So
Bam.
nice to meet you guys
We talk
again,
way
man.
too much. We have issues.
We had great conversation though,
I think it's
man.
because we don't have friends. So we're like, ooh,
Someone
wants to talk.
God forbid I ride on the bus with him from A to B. Man.
Let's go.
12 hours. Oh my God.
yeah.
Freakers Ball 2018. We're in Grand Prairie tonight, and Underoath is here to crush it, you guys. We love you for watching our interview. KEGL.com, 97.1 The Eagle. Underoath, Aaron and Spencer, thank you.
Sorry
Thank
for
you.
cussing. It's always one of us.
Oh, it's fucking fine.
It's always one of us.